Hello and welcome. Sorry, am I recording? I am. Fantastic. Yes, we're in business. Right, I always check now. So this has not worked. I've done a base game extension based upon an FS22 mod for increasing the pallet size. I don't know if it does roof pallets. It might. I'm sort of thinking it loads. I check the syntax with the mod checker and all the rest of it, but it's only loading 1,000 litre pallets. But I thought there is another way to do this if the container mod actually works. There is a way now to grab a container in the game, and I think it is just containers down at the bottom. Obviously, it's a converted standard wood container, as in now, fillable container 1000 by FSTO. You've got to say what's going in there, so I'm hoping we can actually do exactly what we want. And if not, can we actually just pull the thing to check all? No, you got to do it one at a time. It's a bit of a pain. Red cake. I'm just wondering, with this being a little bit more, it's not a standard small thing, but it is a production, obviously. Oh no, it's going into the, yeah. So I thought if we could do the roof one, it would still increase things. Again, I'm not sure about the lifting the container and stuff like that, whether it's going to be too much. Gordon Bennett. Yeah, there are a lot of little... just doing the right ones, though. Bathtub. Brilliant. No, this is the right ones. Yeah, roof plates. Fantastic. Now, obviously, it's costing us, and I presume that it, like a normal one, disappears. But sometimes you've just got to, try this. So I thought I'd do this on camera, really, basically. And it should. I'm not sure if we need to lease the Big E, but we're going to give it a shot, as is. We also need to buy... No, we've got the... We've got the lorry, haven't we, and the low loader. We don't need anything. Let's just grab that, go to the store and see if we can make this work. I will carry on with working on mine as well. I've worked with with Gemini, who's checked my syntax, so there was a change from FS... God, it's typical. It's a horrible day, isn't it, really? Yeah, it is. They've changed the syntax somewhat from FS22 to FS25, which you'd expect a little, because giants usually do. So I've made the necessary changes. I should really, you can lower this, but I think this should be able to just, no it can't. Okay, let's see then. We need to, I mean, we can do it two ways. We can obviously let go of it and pull forwards. That's probably the easy way, really. So if we let go of that one, that's, ooh, okay, that was a bit. And then we can literally go straight up the ramps and put our thing and have a ride, which I don't think is too terrible a thing. It's a beautiful bit of kit, the gold offer. It is something that I obviously I've never really played with it that much in previous iterations. I said Mr. CLP, it was the one that he would always use the gold offer on anything when he was trying to sort of show this, and he'd often talk about a shipping company that would ship his stuff, which was really himself. You know what I mean? That's what he would do. So I think we can also shrink this. We don't need it to be so large, do we? And then we'll pop down the store, and we'll. Very good idea. I have contemplated doing a similar thing myself for mine, but I've decided to go with. Can we I think it's. Yeah. Oh my life, it is, but that doesn't. Yeah, the poor telehandler doesn't particularly like that. Not particularly, no. It's now jammed. We are well and sure. Can we push ourselves off? Because it sort of is. Yeah, maybe that might continue to work. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Well, yeah, it's... I mean, we've come straight off, of course, but... Oh, excuse me, sorry. No, still grab... No, it's letting go. Do you know, this is the... It's always been one of those things where things jam on things, but I've got to be honest, it might well do that in real life as well. So can we get back on now? Will it let us on, or will it push it like it did last time? Probably. More than likely. You can lower it, I think, as well, which is... It's never a bad thing. If I'm going to use this regular, and I do like it, I've discovered it very late, which is usually my way. Now, there is a way to like lower, and yeah, that is the way, I think. Yeah, that's as good as it gets, though. It doesn't go any lower than that. So it's not much better. Is that enough for us to put our wheels on it? It is. See, that's all it took. For a single vehicle, this should be enough, really. If we can scoot on properly. Might just about do it at that. Yeah, so I've just been working a few minutes before I came on and thought, let's just have a go at the pallets. But I did also have the backup plan as well. It was, you know, I did sort of think, yeah, it might not. Alright, so now let's lift that again. Yeah, fantastic. Let's take this to the store and see if we can load that. We may have to open it up again. It's a horrible day. Let's switch some lights on. Although, yeah, they're not brilliant on this, but then again, they're as good as they should be. No, we're not dragging on the ground. We are good. Fantastic. And so we should see if a normal telehandler with a big weight on the back is enough to grab this. It's empty. Obviously... that is a point now. I'm not sure if my sell point is set up for this. But again, this is the whole point of a test. And it does 20 pallets. So it'll save a lot of loading. But if we had to go to... I presume it's the game recognises it. And I think that's the real key. So we shall see. It's all a learning curve. That's why I always like to include these things. Because it's sort of a bit of testing. Which is something that we all... probably do, really, whether we want to or not. A beautiful harvester. Right, so then where did we... Yes, it's there. Fantastic. It doesn't look that big. Right, let's just grab you. And also let's just put the weight on too. I don't want to like just go off. I think we reset it. It is. It's underneath the... Oh, that's right. We bought the low loader. I think we bought that deliberately for pallets. I mean, that, but we'd already got the gold offer. Of course, the gold offer is more vehicular, so this probably is better, really, for what we are intending. So let's... Oh, no, that isn't the weight. I thought that was the weight underneath. It's not. I thought we'd... Did I move the weight back down there, then? It kept on falling over. I thought I'd reset it, and it was in the middle somewhere. Okay, let's I mean, this beautiful feature, it is fantastic. Saved my bacon so many times in FS25. Looking for, so it's BI Industries. But I think it's a lizard weight. Yeah, telehandler weight, 2,500 kilograms. So view on map. It is, yeah, I thought it was. It's exactly where I thought it was. I just couldn't see it. It's further down. At least it's shown its graphics now, if not what I intend it to be. Yeah, it's the way that I've done it, it compresses the image. It shouldn't be like it is. Yeah, so we want it on the other side. Although this is obviously a 3-point link, so could cope with either, really. But it didn't seem to do a good job of... I've got an extra attacher in it. I need to, again, this is another work in progress. I did actually start to do this, but what I decided on was I was trying to work on my trailer. I had every intention of like coming on last night and doing that, but I was exhausted and I fell asleep instead. But now it's middle of the night and I'm awake because obviously I've slept well. So is that alright? Yeah, it goes. Oh no, that's alright. Yeah. It went low last time for some reason. It sort of like was dragging on the floor when it was on this side. So that's a bit bizarre. So why is it now right? I don't know. And do you know something? Right this minute, I don't care. So let's try and imagine. I love the chains on the top. I'm sure they weren't on FS25. I'm sure they weren't. Ooh. Oh, no, yeah. It's showing roof plate. Yeah. So I presume we do the same as we used to. And I presume that this would be very heavy if you'd got your 20,000 litres of pallets in. So can you just stick this on the back and just drive past, or does it need to be on the back? I mean, that probably be the best because you could reverse up. It can also be hook lift. And that if this was going to become a thing, and I was going to, you know, this is the downside to the Red Rock, and that is the fact that you've got to do that because that's already lifted as high as it can go. So we need to like basically. Now I'm not sure if this is whether this all saving. I was going to say it's doing that thing where it jams. Can you? No, we need to pull back. I think we're going to need the other one. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, I think you're going to need to do what you would with the woods. Having used that quite extensively. Are we blocking the road? No, nothing's going to get past. It's quite a massive sort of truck stoppy trike type thing, isn't it? I love the character of it. I'm just blown away by how a map maker can squeeze so much in so little. This is going to be my new test map. It's even smaller than Silver Lake. That's 60 something, and that's just unbelievable that this can be squozen. Well, this is a monster, isn't it? Wow, it is a monster. This may or may not work, because we might not be able to get such a monster as that actually to, well, no, yeah, we need to lift a little higher. Yeah, I'm not sure. We also need, yeah, we're actually the right level. So we should see, I mean, this is still not a lot. 20, we've got like a lot of pallets, but what I mean is if we can rinse and repeat this, then that would be brilliant. Can we store delivery this? I would imagine so. It'll just add like so much to the value, won't it? Now let's just switch this on. I think it's as it used to be. Didn't you open the doors? Does it need strapping to activate such? I would imagine it's probably some kind of activation like that. Or maybe it just automatically opens. We shall see. And this is definitely the right. Okay, well, let's test it. We shouldn't need this either. Not really. We should just be able to. Yeah, let's see. Does this see this on the back of it? Is it an item? No. That's a bit worrying. It is a little. Let's not just. Yeah, let's not like. It may be automatic auto load, which I don't particularly like, but in this instance, I'm like, Gordon Bennett, it's like, you've got, how many have we got? I mean, obviously we've got more than just this. The only thing is, sometimes you think, yeah, but by the time I'd actually just grabbed them, I probably could have done this. We've got 40,000 litres, so we would need 2 of these, 2 cement bags. So we need 6 of these in total, if we can make it work. Now, if it's a bust, we're just going to load as normal. Yeah, we are. I'm not going to faff around. That's to say, sometimes these things, these seem to be. Are we going the right way? So it's hard to see. It's like lousy. Just see on the map and see if we can find a way, because there's no fog on this. No, we haven't. I thought we were going the wrong way, because we're seeing houses that we never normally see. Yeah, so we need to go backwards. Got that walkabout mother bin. It won't help us in this situation, though. I know, we're going honest. Apologies for blocking your road. Good job, it's a sleepy town and there's not like a shed load of things. I don't think this is going to work, because if you can't open the back door... But I'm going on what I'm used to, so best way is... I think it was this way. I think we like snuck across here. Yeah, no, we did. We're definitely going the right way. Even though it would be nice to see where we were going, but obviously it's a December morning and it's a pretty horrible weather. So let's see, does this just grab them? Is that the convention? And I will put up with it. Ooh, going over my field, which we prepped. Now then, is this going to be a bust? Are we just going to like, yeah, drop this off? Or will it actually work? Does it just like... You know, you go close to them and it basically auto-loads. I still would have thought that the doors need to be open, but it might not be. Again, first time I've ever used it. It's not long been in the game, so I'm quite pleased. I'm pleased that the cement factory is also working. I think we did. I'm sure I used it on Alone in the World. The thing I am a bit shocked in is the fact that the grey, it was like showing that mess that we saw. Right, let's just get a little bit closer. So, the trailer would not repair the trailer. Not that that should affect this, really. Now then, I'd imagine it does say just to be close, so I'd have thought. Okay, let's unstrap that as well. Maybe a bit closer. That was touching, so if that was supposed to work, it would work. So let's try this another way then. Let's go grab telehandler. I mean, this is the trouble with any learning curve, isn't it? It's obviously like thinking, oh yeah, but I could have like loaded. Yeah, you could. It's true, you could have loaded it all this one time. But what it is, it's a learning curve, because you're not always going to be so mucking around. What I mean is, once you've learnt how to use this, at that point, you're equipped to grab 20 quite quickly. Well, that's the pre-mines anyway. And if it's slow, then it'll be the first and last time I ever use the mod, and I'll take it out. But it might be that my next best friend. This is lousy weather. Well, I think we've gone the wrong way again, haven't we? Haven't we gone? Yeah. We can sort of naughtily cut through people's garden and go... can we? Yeah, we can really. It's a little bit naughty though. I think... Am I going the right way? Yeah, sort of. Sort of. Yes, back up there. Well, at least my sense of direction didn't completely depart from the... Yeah. So this is what I was saying about not only this, but it's got some really large, you know, hills and things like that. So it is quite amazing. I wonder if it can only be activated with a hook lift. It might be that is the activation key, you know, that it needs the hook lift, but it does show it other ways as well. So, yeah. Let's just see. We did already try to open it and it didn't care. Yeah, it was not having any of it, so let's just switch that on again. No, that was that. Right, okay, let's just try. Let's just do this. Leave that on for a minute. I don't think we need it on, but we just, you know, let's just try. Do we just, like, go close to it? Well, you'd have to have it strapped with this. Oh. No, that was doing nothing. Okay. No, absolutely nothing. Okay, well let's turn this from like a standard session. Let's like grab this and let's grab a hook lift and do what we should do, because we can see the hook lift thing at the back. We'll lease one. I don't mind me. It's not like we're not doing well enough that we could afford to do this. So let's just We've got everything close by that we need. Let's grab that off. And let's order a hook lift to be delivered. Right here. So let's grab and lease. Let's go with... it doesn't really matter, does it? What we... So, yes, some of them are in the... I'll just show you in a minute. The changing systems, and some of them aren't. Yeah. Yeah, so the grain container. So the IT runner. Oh, wow. Weekend farmers have had a go. That's a reasonable one, isn't it? I like it. Yeah, I like the price a lot. I do. Right, let's lease it. No, because we're not allowed to buy it, even if we wanted to, like this. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, that's all we need, just that. We should be able to use the lorry as well. It is equipped with a rear hitch now. So let's grab that too. I mean, we can, of course, use the... yeah, this should work. This is a good test for the lorry, actually, because it has got all 3 hitches in that one hitch. Yay! I'm not sure it connects with the electrics. Yeah, I think it literally is just an attacher. Yeah, I may have to add the... because this may not work. Because it might not be... I mean, sometimes the game... yeah, it sort of allows you to sort of cheat. But for realism, I think I'd like to get the electric sorted. Because they're not actually attached. So let's just grab that and... grab the hook lift. Now, that's the only trouble in it. When you do something like this, if the lorry's wrong, then it won't actually work as you intend. So let's give this a shot. Proper shot. Yeah, let's do this properly. So we need to... no, it's exactly... lift it straight off this away. Pull it backwards and then reverse with the hook lift. It's nice sometimes to do a bit of testing as well. I don't mean it funny, but it's... I was going to say it breaks up the monotony, but no, I don't. That's not true. Now then, this is where you need to do that for this. As I said, it's a bit... that's about right. Fantastic. I did warn you that you need to make sure your equipment's up to this, which is true, but it is, as we can see. Empty, that is. Oh, my life. We need to reset these store deliveries as well. Yeah, let's do that quickly, because I know what I'm like. I'll be delivering everything out here in a minute. Like, going forwards. Let's switch that off. So you get carried away and you forget you've got it on, and then you like see an editing and think, oh my life, will you pack that in? Should be there, right? Let's move the telehandler out of the way. He's going to get clocked. I actually do like these by Chris S. O'Reilly S, because they pick things up like first time. Have I ever had... no, I don't think so. We need to load that on. So it's... no, it's registering the back. That's what I'm saying. It's... yeah. So it can drop off container. No, that's just pulling the hook lift. I like the control they've done. That is amazing. Oh, wow. That's amazing. It is. Right, can you then go to the back and open the door, or do you not need that? Is it just the hook lift does it automatically, or do you need to drop off the container? Is it dropping off the container that actually does this? It's not showing any open doors malarkey, is it? So it's... let's see, is it drop off the container? Does it become active at that point? It could do, I suppose. Yeah, I might be going at this the wrong way, thinking about it. Yeah, okay, let's drop off the container. It may be that when it's on its own that it's active, or it may be that you bring the contents to it and it opens when you do it. That's what I'm saying. There's only so many things that you've got with any kind of mod like this. So let's drop that off. Detach. Oh, no, not detach that. I want to detach the... Yeah, no, I really do want to detach. Ah, so you detach when not selected. Right, okay, well that was logical. It's like anything. A lot of things aren't logical, but it's just, you know, they do work. So let's see, is there now an option to open the door when it's down? No, it's not. So it can only be by a process of elimination. The fact that you grab a couple of these and they actually then magically go inside. That's all that's left. Or, I mean, well, these are just standard 1,000 litre pallets. We've not done anything dodgy or anything. It really is just a standard one, because my attempt... Now, if I had successfully attempted to increase the size of these, then this probably wouldn't work. But these are standard 1,000 litre pallets. So these are things that are allowed and should be deliberately. That's what we've done. So this should work. And if it doesn't, then it's a total dud of a mod. Which it is. Oh my life. How bad is that? What a waste of £1,000. Right, okay, well then let's send that back. Let's send everything back. What a load of rubbish. I mean, I can't think of anything I've missed. I mean, it's a fairly simple sort of game, isn't it? I don't know if you can actually... Yeah, let's return the least items as well. Yeah, that I'm impressed with. If these containers worked, I might actually use them as well. I mean, you know, it would be quite good. But I mean, normally you can open the back and you would present it to the wood. Have we done that? Did we present it lowered? But you could still not open it. So we've just done exactly the same thing by presenting the stuff. Does it show the actual back thing? Or will we have to put it with on the map all of the time? That's my point. Right, let's get on with this. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. It's 40 odd of these and 40 odd of all of the others. It is the right time to do it. So let's get a bit of loading done. The old-fashioned way. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm thinking not, because there's nothing on like fillable containers. So usually DJ Goham or Pharmacot, they would have done a video on how to make this work. And also Looney Farm Sim guy, he's got like things about certain things but not about that. So I'm thinking it's a no-no. At the minute I'm thinking that I'm right and this isn't working. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But then again, neither is my own sort of fillable pallets working. Although I'm not sure if this was one of the things that was in there. I think it was more for eggs and things like that. But it was mentioned. So as far as I'm concerned, I think I was right. So again, it needs a bit of fine tuning. Again, I've checked it with the... Yeah, one other thing. It's like not quite level. It's got like... Don't know, I've taken a long time to pop. Yeah, I've got like one set of pallets that's like going really badly into the ground, and that's because the ground's not very level at the back. I thought I'd done it all, but it seems that not properly. So let's do this well. We need it to be a level. It's so important. So let's just... It's back there that we need to level it. Yeah. I think once that's done, we should be cooking on gas. Alright, let's have a look at that. Let's just reverse a little, because it's quite a long way away as well. That's never makes things better. So it looks like I am right, that this obviously should act in a different way to it is acting at present, so it's not quite right at present. So I'm sure it'll be fixed in time. And then it really will be quite a good asset, really, to be honest. I might have a go myself as well, because I don't like autoload, but I like I always did love the logs. I thought it was a compromise that wasn't too terrible, was, you know what, the way I looked at it. So I don't really want to go much, although they are low pallets. Yeah, they're not like really big pallets that you need to, but I think it will sort of spawn before I manage to get to the pile behind. I always do, when that always does that. It's always messy when you like try to do something clever like that. It never works quite as you planned it to. So let's just like load these, and we'll just keep grabbing that spare pallet. And it's going to fall even worse in a minute. Yeah, but the NASA, I think this is NASA's actually, because it's ethereal, whereas I think it's the new telehandler that's got the other one. So this is NASA's. At the minute, it seems to be grabbing this kind of pallet perfectly, but it does sometimes... Yeah, I think I'm not high enough. It's a bit funny about things proximity, although I say that, not always. Sometimes you can roll the telehandler right on top of it and it doesn't give two hoots. It even... I've seen the game. Again, it's sort of shows that whatever... the game's programmed to do, it's not quite working properly, you know, because it's like whatever the, you know, it's obviously there's a logic that like if there's something in the way, then don't spawn, but that doesn't always work presently. It's sometimes just spawns anyway, so it's not... Oh, but obviously I didn't actually quite strap that. Right, let's fix that. Yeah, it's true, I thought I'd have got that, but obviously not. Oh wow, the straps are a bit far out, a bit far apart. Yeah, they are. Wow. Yeah. So I wonder if there's another way. Oh wow. Yeah. That's where the straps are going. That's a little bit far out. This may be a bit of a mess. Right, let's go back into that time lapse. We've got a lot of loading to do, so I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think I wouldn't do this with any other product. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some unique field types. I'm going to create a palette the way that I know, which is like a manual creation where I do an extra field type. And yeah, because I think I've done mine right, but I obviously haven't. The game's not liking the 7-ton pallets that I've created for these, or 5-ton pallets. I can't remember what I did for this particular one. So we need to be going... Where did I stick my... It's outside the house, isn't it? Yeah, isn't it amazing how... I can only by recognising like what the ways out that we created and things like that. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. Say a lorry, but it is what it is. So we need to be selling this, which is just over here. We need really to reverse, I'd say. Might get away with it, but we shall see. Have a go. It's going to be a bit of a tricky angle, because I wasn't really thinking it will be careful. Don't go down the... Yeah, this is going to be a bit tricky. Yeah, and this is what I was thinking. The farm sign's in the way for like this, for like reversing this away. That's what I was thinking. And we only need a car to come down this path, and we're sort of scuppered. Should get a couple, but not a lot. Let's try that. I should get some. Let's see. Sometimes you just gotta like... Now got to be very careful. Just see if we can... Oh, be careful. We need to slowly... So we don't like go too far out. Steering axle. Yeah. It's obviously since modding, it's made things. So that was not a bad little learner. Not really. I mean, it's a really good sort of thing. It's just that you've got to do another 88 pallets. It's really without auto load. And I mean, I insist I'm not gonna. I would have compromised to a degree, but not completely. So I would compromise with what we were talking about with the container if it worked, but it's not working at present. Well, either if it is, then there's nothing out there on the internet, and there usually is. So not bad. 814,258. Now we were going to do a bit of wood choppery, weren't we? So let's grab the biggest tractor we've got. Did we upgrade the Deutz? I think we did, didn't we? So that would be really perfect for what we're trying to do. And I believe he is down there. Yeah. Let's drop that. Because we've got his beautiful pink lights going. We need some lights today. So I think it needs repairing. Oh, we could use a 70-tonner as well, being as it's larger. Let's get a little bit of wood choppery going on. Yeah, so get some of these like little roots that I was on about. I'm not trying to decimate trees. Or we will. Did we talk about the boarding factory? I think we did, didn't we? Now we need to undo its little pipe, or it won't work, and it'll moan at us like it usually does, because I usually forget. Yeah, this is little old me. Let's get this lot all repaired. Be careful, the Mosca. Can't get used to calling it the Mosca Duo when it's been the Moesca Duo, like in FS25, but I will get used to it. We will be good. Right, so let's repair with our very useful patch of grass. Fantastic. Beautiful to own that. Yeah, it's an item that I sort of can't really do without. Roller Christie is a cracking modder. Yeah, it's the owner. I mean, there is the Tree Maverick that I could have a go at converting it from FS 2019. Actually, it was my favourite. The Tree Maverick was my personal favourite in FS 19. It was not an officially supported mod, but it was very much like the Tree Devourer. I would imagine that's where Roller Christie got his idea from, perhaps, but I'm not going to cast aspersions. It may or may not be true. Right, so we do own an awful lot of land. Let's do a route first of all, to the stone thing. I mean, it's not a bad route already. We can get through, but just to make it a little bit more, and then we'll build a road. And again, I'm going to get some autofills, some unique fill types, because this was an absolute fail. It really was. So let's grab, just move a little bit of... not sure if it's going to light. It should do. It's a tree. These are big trees. Fantastic. Not many. They say there aren't many. It's just like clearing a bit of a route through. Let's lift it. Not sort of trying to decimate all trees or anything like that, but yeah, we did mention. Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, we did mention the boarding factory. It was my other one that I said would be our other mainstay. Brilliant. And yeah, these couple around the tractor. We might actually fill this with this. I don't mind. I don't want to be like taking down more than we need to. And we will be planting new ones. We appear to have a bit of wood stuck. Oh my life, 92,000, that was a biggie. Still got a bit left. Oh, I think it finally caught the... think we might just get this in. We could make this our production area, being as it's a little tiny one. It's not a terribly bad idea. It's a little bit, it's all about height. It's a beautiful mod. It really is a very well implemented mod. Like that. It's weird with these, when the tree stumps, it mostly likes it higher. Yeah, like that. It's really strange, right? That, oh, completely filled, so we wasted a bit of tree. Wow, 120,000 litres of. Right, so let's stick the boarding factory. Are we going super, or do we need to go super? I think it's... let's try a bionic. I don't always want to do this by power. In fact, no, let's try a standard one. And just see how good it is, as it is just, you know, like raw normalness. Because, yeah, I don't always want to go... I'm getting into the habit of like going super, you know, just, I'm gonna go super because it's the best. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't always want to, like, you're trying to show a range. So let's do the range. It should be, yeah, we go. Chipping factory, standard chipping factory. It's gonna chug. Now we do need a greenhouse too that goes with it. We also need to observe the fact that, as we've just seen, we need to get access to where they spawn. So I'm going to do it like that. And it is going to say it overlaps with another thing, but it's fairly flat. So we also need the greenhouse that goes along with this, because without that... Now this I am going to do super, because I'd like to see if a super can provide more. Yeah, I'm sort of trying to get a feel for the guar testing, to see whether I need to tweak this or whether the super needs to be ramped up as well. Yeah, so we want... yeah, supers, which is going to be 37, I think, for the biggie. Super soy. Super guar bean. Absolutely. So let's stick that come on, surely you can. Yeah, I don't really want to like put it down. Is that enough root? I think it is. Yeah, I think that's all. It still did a horrible lump after all that. Me trying to like be Gordon Bennett. Did it do a lump or what? What? Seriously? That's absolute. Why has it raised it and then like lowered it? Oh, I don't know. I never will know this. And typically it's like the worst possible bit. This bit here needs to be level. This is the bit that needs to be level. So we need basically to work from this bit here, because that's got to be your lorry needs to be level with that, you know, when you're like backing up to it. Because if it's on a higher patch of ground, it does cause issues. As I've, why is that? No, it's not. Oh no, it is a bit. Yeah, so let's just extend that a little bit more around here, so that's nice and level. What it does, amazing that, oh no, it does get rid of it. And then we'll just soften that bit, because that's not so important. Just, yeah, the bit that is really important is where you drop your manure, water and that type of stuff. Everything else is, well, this would be if we were collecting the pallets, but we're obviously going to be distributing it, so that's not so important. So let's get some water in there, and let's get some wood chips. We are going to do some more roots as well, but I'm thinking the session's probably about right now, so I'll leave this and we'll do some more next session. Now, I did this. If this was a short run, I'd be about finishing about now. Yeah, done a couple of extreme short series, and I'm sort of thinking, yeah, but I've done already quite a few long sessions on, which is the beautiful German map that I've gone on. Yeah, I must finish North German country as well, because that's a gorgeous map. A very, very skilled map maker has done that one. So we need to grab, we're not that far away from grabbing our manure, so let's go grab 70. Can it cope with 70 tons of manure? I think we upped its, yeah, we did, exactly. So it can just cope nicely. I love the way that copes with its 70 tons. It just keeps pushing at the end. What, there's 30 tons in that bit, is there? No, we all know it's, yeah. I am surprised in a way there that the game doesn't work out the 70 tons and do it a different way. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's get this done. We'll get the guar beans going. So this is overkill, because that's only a standard production, so it's never going to... But I just want to see, is it really going to ramp up? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Just need some of this manure, so we'll fully get this, and while it's filling, we'll go grab the water, which I think is in front of us. Have we haven't bought one of our tankers, have we, actually? Yeah, manure. Right, so then we've got our our tanker there. I think it's a third. Yeah, well, it doesn't really matter how big it is. It'll do the job. Let's just grab. You will do. You're a little bit slow, but you're definitely strong enough, and that's the main thing we need. A sturdy, but that football gets everywhere. So we will be buying about now some fields. So it looks like the last farmer didn't treat his field terribly well. Yes, let's grab some water, get this loading, and then whilst they're all, the water's going in the other, we're going to, are we going to use this year? Use the slurry tanker? Well, I want to see if the map reset's been fixed, because it was broken a long time ago, where your worker goes working, and it goes basically that it's empty, and it wasn't. It kept on doing it. I tried it, and I loved it. It's an amazing, good capacity, decent. You can stick the things on the back of certain models, so you can like go big. But it just kept saying, "Oh, I'm empty," and I'd jump in, and it would like not be empty at all. And I'm like, "This is lousy weather, isn't it? It really is." Can't see where I'm going. You know, we can't squeeze past because it's not a very large entrancey bit. So let's Gordon Bennett. It's dangerous. It really is. We need to be... Yeah, we're going up the... It's, yeah, not too terrible. That is actually the proper way into that field. I can't see where I'm going. I know there's something somewhere about here. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. I thought, you're going to hit that with a roller Christie. And it's true, I did. Right, now this is going to be easy to unload. Let's get the water going and let's get a tap fitted too, so that we can just keep unloading. Right, so 24,000 litres, not a bad capacity really. It's a little bit slow, but not terrible. I could quite easily put up with this. So it's sort of got quite a few uses. You know, I mean, you can use it as your water tanker or you can use it as your storage spreader. So it wouldn't matter if we really didn't use it, but I am going to. Yeah, I'd like to. Anyway, that's the plan. Although it is true that what I do find is if you're using one a seeder or a planter that has got the ability to fertilise, well, you've got it covered already. It sort of like makes it... so we just need to go here. Be careful. We're going to wallop that. I knew it. Yeah. So can we squeeze past? Sort of going to scruff the tyres a little, aren't we? Right, so let's stick a tap down where I normally do. I'm glad I've made my tap. I'm quite happy that I did that, actually. Yeah. No, it's containers. And yeah, let's twizzle it around. Yeah, it's quite pretty. It's very be-eyed. Very be-eyed. Very much like a... And it does, I gotta be honest, I can see that it's a tap. I mean, it's a... Right, so let's dump. And let's fill as well. Which we're not somehow getting. Ah, so we weren't quite close enough. Now, it won't take long to fill this anyway. I'm forgetting it's like not exactly massively storaged, is it? It's like 37,000 litres or something like that. 47. We did increase. I thought they increased a little. It's not going to take a long time, is it, to do? While it's doing that, we could be switching it on. And we want it on distribute. Yeah, these aren't a made-up a fantasy thing. They really are a proper product, guar beans. Yeah, so... Is that filled or did it just empty it all? Yeah, not quite. No, it didn't quite empty it. It should let us know because the engine will slow down when it's filled. Yay. Well, it won't actually because it's still trying to empty even though it can't. Yeah, it does that thing. Yeah, the game remembers that it's like stuck on, you know, pump. Because if you go over another thing, it will pump it out straight away, which is, I think, quite amazing. As I said, there are some things that are obviously quite a lot better than FS22 and 19. I sort of often forget that because I'm totally aware that the game's broken in so many ways, but I do sometimes have to think, well, yeah, but it's not all, you know, you've got to like... Oh, so that should now do that. Let's switch the shipping factory on because that's also... So we need to, first of all, the most important thing we need to do is stick on the guar glue maker, which will call for the guar beans. And then we need to stick everything on. Yeah, remember there's two sets of things. So one's for converting the other wood chips, so we don't need that one. Yeah, particle board. So let's stick. Is that the... No, that's proper. No, that isn't. So that is That isn't. So that is. Yeah, I'm converting from the other one. I played with the normal wood chip one. That's obviously is another modders. To convert wood chips? No, only that's my popular one. Yep. So fantastic. So that we've got 120 odd. We're going to do some more. But it's not a super. I just want to see how good that goes. Right, so this is now in business, and the guava beans. And they are. I did actually create those. You can see that they are like a bean pod. They are my own concoction. That was one of the hardest things I've ever done in the game. Actually getting those to be... They're like changed tomato plants. They're a base game tomato plant. So I worked with that and then added the pods. Took best part of the morning. Yeah, right, so fantastic. So next session we'll get a bit more wood chippery going on. In fact, let's go over where I want to go. Do we? Oh, let's just do it. Yeah, we'll do more, like much more, but just want to get this, because this was my main thing. Let's just get this last little bit done. We need to be going to the right. Yeah, so I'm going to say my words. Let's time lapse this last little leg. I'm not going to do anything more. They just actually do the just chopping the bits out. So I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. I'm going to overfill it again on some waste wood. I don't want to be doing that. So let's just empty this last little bit, and it's almost just one more tree. So yeah, it's then going to be a proper route through, and we're going to make a proper road. It just, well, I don't know why I've done that though. Is there anything worth doing at the back now? Because we were doing the grass, weren't we? That's what I did this for originally. Right, one last thing. We did say we'd do this, so let's buy some fields. And we are going to increase most of these to be a little bit bigger. That's what I'd like to do next. Yes. And field 3. We might, that's not a bad idea, we might take these trees out and see if we can flatten the ground a bit and make that into a fairly hefty field. It would be nice, actually. We wanted field 12. Well, weren't we going to do animals? No, we were going to do animals on this one. That's why we've saved our cash, wasn't it? Yep. And we're not having 8. We did say 10. 11 opposites. Yeah, we could do. Let's do that. We did say they're not very large fields, so yeah. I'm not sure about 9. I can't remember if that's. You can see it's not exactly dinted as badly. One thing I would like to do is obviously put the animals on. That's going to steal most of that land, and then we'll probably just do 3, 5, and that into one nice size field. Probably the biggest field we will have down this area. So we will be chopping this lot, and then we're going to put some trees down. I'd like to do like a hedge around, like all the way around there. That would be a nice way to sort of like shield us from the busy road there. Yeah, because this is all internal, isn't it? Whereas that's an external road leading to the outside world. So I think that's not a bad thing. Right, and I'm going to try, I'm not sure if I can do it next time, the unique field type so that I can have pallets, bigger pallets. I'm going to try to keep I'm going to use the existing designs though. So I normally do one design, but I'd like to keep all 3 pallets. It's 3 times as much work for myself, but you know, sometimes it's about the finish. I just like to do it professionally. Oh, they are professional. It's also easier. It looks a bit more realistic. You just put in the... Yeah, I suppose it is. It's true. I did it as a bit of a convention that just saves you having to do all... Because the other thing is, Giants appreciate the fact that you try and make a mod small. So it's very important that your file size of your mod is not monstrously massive. No, we can go sort of sneak through. Again, this is another one I'd like to probably chop a couple of these down just to do this. To make a route we're not going all the way around. Although, does that... No, it doesn't. It's not like it's that much, really. We need to be on the right one. Right, so 200,000 litres. It's amazing. Yeah, I used to use the lumberjack mod, but it does a 5,000 litre limit per tree. Now some of these were 50,000 litres, so you're wasting such a lot. So that's why I've like thought, no, it's such a waste of a tree. So how many trees? I don't think it's many, but we're going to do a good sized hedge. So even if we'd chopped 100 trees, we're going to make a hedge going down there, I think. I mean, yes, we do own all that land, I think. Oh no, we don't. Yeah, so forget that, because we can't do it. So we could do all the way down here. That'd be a bit, but I don't really think we've done that many trees, really. So let's have a look. This should tell us. Trees chopped. Sown, worked hectares. Trees planted, trees cut down 10, so we want 20. So 20 trees. There's going to be more, though, and especially if we are chopping the little forest down. Let's have one last look at that. This little forest in the middle. I'm sure it's bigger than it looks. So right behind us. How many trees are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Yes, rather a lot. That's going to be a lot of wood. But I do think it's true. It's not even that nasty. And we will do a thing. It's a shame we can't do that. Do we just allow, as in buy it, as I've done on other Let's Plays, just for the... We need to buy both. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to cheat or use this, but what I mean is in real life you would own this particular pack. Oh, I don't know. No, it's not that simple. Really? No, I don't suppose it is. Land deeds are a strange thing, so it can be as weird as it is. So I think we'll do what we said. We'll just plant a load of trees around our edge over here. Let's have a look. Where does it go? Oh, it does, yeah. It could go all the way around the edge there, really. You know, like obviously leave the bits near the field, but then do a nice thing, and maybe across here, and maybe a bit there. Although I don't think we well, if that's 34 odd, that's 44 in total. That's 88 trees at least. So we'll do 100, definitely. And there's still a couple more that I'd like to cut, but not. Don't want to go mad. Only in the areas where we really need. Do I really want to do it? So yeah, that is the end of another session. All that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this very interesting map. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.